Back in the 70s, board games and improv theater had a baby, and it was called the role-playing game. These games allowed a generation of kids to live out their dreams of slaying dragons and saving kingdoms, all while sitting in their bedrooms and basements. Today, gaming has moved into the cultural mainstream, and role-playing games are back with a vengeance. Join us now as 5 of these former kids come out of the basement and onto the internet to experience adventure, mystery, and obscure pop culture references. It's time for Roll for Combat!
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat. I'm your GM and host Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the boys leveled up, they rested, it's time for them to raid the temple. Also this week, I announce another winner for the PaizoCon contest. So after last week's shortened episode, I have a super long episode for you all this week. Just a little note, I know you guys have told me in the past that you really like when you hear the guys manage their inventory and figure out like who's going to have what. So the second part of this episode is a lot of them talking about their inventory and how they're managing their weapons and their armor and their special abilities. So there's a lot of that discussion. If you find it boring, feel free to skip it. But for the rest of you, I've heard a lot of you like it, so I kept it in this week's episode, which is part of the reason it's so long this week. Usually I cut out some of this, but it seemed important because it did sort of go into their gear and like what they're going to be using for the episodes to come. So I felt it was important to keep in the episode. Otherwise, you might listen to next week's episode and wonder what the heck are they doing with all this new gear. So I kept it in. Also, no GMPC tip this week. I'm in a big rush to get this out to you guys on time, so I don't have time to record something. I'm sorry. And then finally, actually, this is the most important thing of all, and I almost forgot it. If you are going to PaizoCon, let me know, because I need 2 to 3 people to play Abattoir 8 with me and other people live on the Paizo stream on Saturday. So here's the deal. From Saturday from 1 to 5 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be playing Richard Pett's Abattoir 8, which is the new Grimmerspace adventure. And I'm going to be doing it live in front of an audience, and I only have 2 people right now, and I need 2 to 3 more people to come play the game. And you're going to get pre-gens, it's Starfinder, it's horror, and if you're interested in joining me, let me know. Contact me on the Roll for Combat Discord, and let's talk. Let's make sure you are compatible and don't mind like performing in front of an audience and performing on a Twitch stream, and don't mind any of that. And if you feel comfortable and I feel comfortable having you, then you too can join me and you can play the game live at PaizoCon in a few weeks. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Alright, quick recap. You guys managed to get the code. You can now assault the temple, find out what those nefarious cultists were after. You can sneak in, defeat the bad guys who are obviously bad because they're against the guys you're hanging out with. So these guys are good, the other guy's bad. That's all you need to know. And you also all leveled up. You're all level 8. Ta-da!
Yes.
Ding!
Oh, and for further recap, don't forget that Rusty single-handedly defeated that horrific monster that attacked our ship. But you won't find any evidence of the monster because it went flying down into the gravity well. But yeah, you can see the damage on the ship. But anyway, let's move on.
Bob Marquis is playing the human envoy, Rusty Carter.
Yes. Oh, and the ship is horribly, horribly damaged. Otherwise, everything's great. So why don't we go in order? Why don't we go with Mo first to tell me what fun things you added to your level 8 character?
I resisted the temptation of giving Mo a power armor feat. I didn't think we were going to get power armor, so I don't know.
John Stats is playing the Vesk soldier, Mo Dupinsky.
There was something called a lunge that I really wanted to get. And what it does is if Mo takes a -2 armor class penalty, he can extend his reach by 5 feet. So
That is huge.
that is huge. That includes but I have to activate it. Basically, I just have to tell the DM that that's what I'm doing. That's a stance that Mo is fighting, and then only then if I do that, then does it apply to attacks of opportunity. But that's Mo's biggest thing. I think that's all he got this level.
What about Rusty? What did you get? Are you now nigh impossible? Can you convince people to just kill themselves and not even fight you anymore?
The short answer is yes. Yes, I can. I was very upset that once or twice I failed a bluff roll, and it may still happen when I'm on attacks, but now nobody will actually, ever know that I'm lying to them, and they'll all believe it. What I took as my envoy improvisation for the level 8 is the ability that, in addition to my having my massive bluff roll, the person who's making an opposed sense motive check now has to roll twice and take the lower of those 2 rolls.
Wow. So you basically can now talk to people forever. And
So you're going to be lying to us more often as well.
Jason McDonald is playing the Ahsoka mechanic Tuttle Blacktail and his drone Cheddar.
I can either add the d6 or take the top of 2 dice rolls of my bluff. You have to take the lower of your 2 sense motives, and my bluff is still plus 19 against whatever your sense motive is.
What about Tuttle? Tuttle and Cheddar. Cheddar actually leveled up a little too.
Well, okay, there's some couple different moving parts here, because one of the things is Tuttle installed the Mark II ability crystal, which generally raised his intelligence, so it overall made Tuttle smarter and better across the board. He's now got 2 abilities that are plus 20 to rolls, engineering and computers. So that's kind of exciting.
At level
Cheddar had kind of a boring level. He just got hit points and a thing and a point of armor class, and that's about it. With Tuttle, all of his tinkering in the lab has finally paid off with a new bit of experimentation. He's come up with the base unit reconnaissance interface expansion, also known as the Scout Bot feat or mechanic trick. He can use a resolve point to create a little temporary scout drone that he can send into situations, and it can look around and it can fly, and he can get the camera feed on his little data pad. So
nice.
Yeah, so in addition to Cheddar, he's got a little temporary scout drones he can deploy as well.
So you're gonna cheat. You're gonna cheat. Basically,
that's a wizard.
Well, it might have been useful to send one into the room with the big swarm in it or something.
That's awesome.
So, I'd like a little bit of recognition for coming up with an acronym that spelled out BREE for the scout drone.
Wait, what was it again?
Wait,
say it again.
It's the base unit reconnaissance interface expansion.
Oh, yummy Spree. That's actually
so you have Cheddar, and then you send out little breeze all over the place.
Exactly. I coat them in wax first.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Which is edible, by the way.
Chris Beamer is playing the Tiefling Technomancer, Akiro the Just.
You know, the funniest thing is I just thought that was the name. I was like, oh, he's just reading it off.
I figured that out on the drive while I was driving to work today. I was like, what sort of cheese pun can I do with the Scout Bot? And I worked on it a little bit.
I want to say for the record, next time we get a new starship, you may not name it Swiss. I don't care how much you want to.
Well, we named this starship Swiss because it looks like Swiss cheese right now.
Yeah,
pretty much. Spacecraft without intrinsic structure support. Hey, that actually worked.
Yeah.
Man, I made that up as I was going along. All right, hey.
Are you you're gonna pay for getting it fixed, right, Rusty? That goes without saying, right?
Chris, a monster attacked us. My bluff on that when I told you it was 36, including entering into the logs. Oh, no, I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, but I think Cheddar's logs were contradicting
We're
yours.
inside the ship. I'm sorry.
This is where a Scout Bot would have been very useful. We could have sent it outside the ship to see what was going on.
Remember when we used to have that camera following us around? I think we need one on Rusty at all times.
Wait, is that camera still following us around?
No,
No.
that was a long time ago.
I mean,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm just making sure. I didn't think so, but
So what is Akiro? Akiro, the
All right, so
best for
Akiro-
last.
Well, no, it's a little bit lackluster. I got something called Certainty, which I can activate 1 time a day, and it gives me a +2 to 1 skill check. And I can fly and teleport.
Wait, what?
He buried the lead.
repeat all that. What was that?
And I can fly and teleport.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait.
Well, I have a flight at 3rd level, so I can actually use the power of arcane magic to fly without the need for lesser technology. And in a pinch, I can use 1 resolve point to flash teleport with 30 feet within line of sight. That's a
Wow.
handy little
Okay.
thing if you're in a little
Wow.
bit of a bind.
How many times a day can you do that?
Well, it uses a resolve, so
Okay, yeah, right.
Can you do that through Windows?
yes. Line of sight.
Can you do it? It is line of sight. You can't do it to the other side of a brick wall. Okay.
Right.
So your ability to retreat has just been exponentially increased.
Oh, yeah. Because the flight speed is 60, which is quite nice. I almost took haste, but
I don't think Windows is line of sight, is it, GM?
Yeah, line of sight is what you can see. Line of effect.
Wow.
Line of effect is not through a window. You can't go through a window, but line of sight is just what you can see.
So he could actually look through a telescope to the moon and teleport to the
No,
moon.
it's only 30 feet. It's only 30 feet.
Oh, that's
You
right.
can
that's right,
teleport
okay.
30 feet closer to the moon.
I could
Alright.
look out the window of
I
our
would accept
spacecraft and teleport
Yeah.
into space
No.
and die.
Yeah, this isn't a portal. This isn't like you teleporting to the moon. Sorry.
No, it's a very minor. It's just a handy thing if you happen to be grappled or or you got people surrounding you and you don't want to deal with tax opportunity, that kind of thing. It's quite nice.
You could actually teleport other people, I believe, as well. Not teleport, I meant fly other people, right?
Yes, I think that's correct. Fly is one of those strange spells that has a variable level all the way through 6th level. So taking it at 3rd level, you also can cast it as a 1st level spell, which is basically just Featherfall as a reaction if you fall into a pit. Or level 2, you can cast it and that's basically Levitate, which is kind of junky. And then Flight at level 3, when you use level 3 slot, it's quite nice. It's actually 60 feet. It lasts for a good amount of time. You can target.
you could use that about 1 night ago.
I know. I was so thinking that when they were in that combat.
The funny thing is you had flight and then you got rid of it at the last
I did.
second. And then you got it. You got something else. And then I was thinking to myself, man, flight really would have come in handy a few weeks ago, but well.
Yeah, the thing is though, because I didn't realize how it worked with these variable spells, is that if I had it as a 1st level spell, and when you take it as a 1st level spell, all you can do is Featherfall. That's it. Like you can't upgrade it. It can only be downgraded from a higher level slot. So as a 3rd level spell, you can cast it as a 3rd, a 2nd, or a 1st. But as a 1st level spell in that slot, you cannot cast it as a 2nd or a 3rd. So that's the difference. And I had taken it as 1st level, and it wasn't worth it. But now it is. And it gets better.
The real problem, though, is, Chris, if you fly, you die.
Right. Well, if they fly, they die.
Not the saying.
That's true. That is the saying. We got so tired of things flying in this Pathfinder campaign that was our motto. If you fly, you die. It's a death sentence.
Right. Anything that launched in the air, we immediately focused all of our attention to kill it with fire.
So it sounds like you guys all rested. You got the ability crystal all set, Tuttle. You also have the Ehai boots, Mo, which are kind of like ghetto haste. I also gave Mo, you have the Seeking Advanced Battle Bow. I don't actually think I put it on your character. But
Yeah, you actually did. You told me about it. It's just crap. Yeah, it's archaic. It basically, I don't have arrows anyway, so we'll sell it. So.
By the way, Akiro, you do have another item on your character sheet that we both forgot about.
I do. I have the Glove of Storing.
That's right. You have the Glove of Storing. I totally forgot about that. So.
I did not forget about that. I do have it.
Well, it actually was tailored for Kish hands, but you had it on your hand for 24 hours, and it molded and formed itself onto your Do you have a claw? What do you have exactly?
Oh, I have hands. I'm more or less humanoid.
He's crab claw.
Crab claw. I don't know. You're like a thiefling. Like, you don't have hooves for hands, do you?
No, I do
You
not.
have hooves.
I do have horns,
feet.
though.
You have hooves for feet.
They're some semi-cloven, you might say, yes.
So you're not kosher.
And I have a tail, by the way. No one's seen it yet, though.
Prehensile?
Aw,
Can you hold things in it?
Yeah, that's the question.
I would like to think so, but it's
Okay.
it's not sticking out of my arm.
It's like a Hellboy tail.
Look, I had
Or is it
just
like a
started
cat
getting
tail?
used
It's
to
like a nightcrawler tail.
It's a big puffy cat tail.
Yeah, I just started getting used to bug-headed Hiroji, but I'm sorry, demon guy. I'm a little worried about this.
Not demon, devil. Big difference.
Yeah, okay.
Same thing.
Potato.
The diabolical
Exactly.
versus demonic is a huge difference.
Exactly, same thing.
It's really not. I could explain to you.
Yeah, demons have much different horns and tails. Well, actually, they look identical, but
Demons
still.
are chaotic and devils are lawful.
Okay, see, this tells me that you're a star-bellied sneech instead of a plain-bellied sneech, and that's great. But at the same time, you're a sneech.
Not quite.
Wait a second. Wait, you know, Mo has a tail. Akiro has a tail. Tuttle has a tail. Rusty, you are not part of the tail club.
Is the only
Where's
one
your
who
tail?
looks normal from Rusty's point of view.
Tuttle quickly fashions the tail for Cheddar so he'll fit in better.
A furry tail, so you can be a furry.
Bree needs a tail too.
That would mess with the aerodynamics, though. I don't know.
You guys can all like high five each other with your tails and leave Rusty out.
Actually,
It's really a high one, then, unless they have fingers.
I'm imagining a picture of T-shirt design. Bunch of 3 tails and whatever Rusty has. Like I
and
don't know.
nothing. Absolutely nothing there. That's the fourth thing.
Rusty's just made out of undead parts. He's just all decayed and like,
He's got a cape.
I keep telling you, totally human. I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody remembers that whole thing on the
yeah, no one remembers that. I keep thinking what you look like is the friend, an American werewolf in London, like in the movie theater. That's what you actually look like beneath all of your fancy makeup.
Wait, let me try this, and if everybody can make an opposed couple of sense motive checks, I'd appreciate it.
Griffin
Hey guys,
done.
do you all remember when I was pretending to be undead on Eok?
You're just trying out your new stupid skill.
Okay, I have a 33 bluff. Could you all see if you believe me?
You forgot the +1.
Sorry,
Mo
34.
rolls 2 20s.
Well, a second. That was a nice... yeah, there we go. That's the second
Oh,
one.
that's
Now,
not
let's go
even
with that.
fair.
The natural
Tuttle
20
rolls
would
a
have actually
20,
worked.
And then he rolls a 6, and he has to take the 6. That is terrible.
So it also means that I won by 25 points. So that's 5 orders of magnitude of increments of 5.
Rusty is gaslighting his own party.
Well, look, it's. I have a story, and I want people to believe it. Now, number 2.
Akira rolls a 17. That's not even fair. That's really
let's,
horrible.
Let's see that again. Try that again.
What's your alignment,
That's
Rusty?
as good as it gets.
No, you have to roll twice, and you have to take this, and you have to take the crappier of them.
Oh,
John! John's cheating.
No, Chris, roll a second time.
Okay.
God,
There we go.
that
That's
is
your second.
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. It's really not good.
Well, great. At least, we've gotten that whole undead nonsense out of the
So if we ever roll 2 20s in a row, we'll be able to tell whether Rusty's lying.
way. That's basically it. Yes.
What the heck? I'm looking at your lawful neutral. You're not lawful neutral. I think I'm going to
There
have to
we
change your
go.
alignment.
Great. What, me? I am lawful.
Yeah.
I am following the rules. My rules, but they're all extraordinarily orderly. I work within the law. I mean, I'm except for being a criminal.
It might be lawful evil. I don't know. It's getting kind of evil
Not
there.
evil at all. I'm
I
just
think a
telling
little
them
bit
I'm
of
not undead.
those undead parts are starting to affect your brain.
Aren't all undead evil?
No.
Yes.
Ish.
They are. They have to
They
be
are.
exterminated one by one. The
Well, I'm
vets-
glad you
the
all
vets
rolled a 6
did
for your
their
sense
best.
motive, and it's a pleasure doing business with you all.
That's actually funny. They all did roll a 20, a 6, a 17, a 6, a 19, a 6.
I love my new ability.
Your new ability is officially OP.
I love it.
This is gonna be like Memento. We're gonna have to start tattooing the true things Rusty has said to our bodies, so we'll be able to remember it later. He tries to tell us the complete opposite thing.
Good thing you have Cheddar. You might want to install like a security camera
Recording device
Cheddar
on Cheddar.
at
Yeah.
all times. Just record everything, because you'll never be able to believe your own brain anymore.
I've put in a couple of points into computers just in case I ever need to actually hack something. But let's not worry about that.
I'm not really worried. If you're lawful neutral, you're okay in my book. That's all.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
That's my alignment.
We have a more problem with the law than the neutral part of that.
Well, I work within the system. That's the main part of that. And actually, you may have noticed Rusty's never really hurt anyone particularly badly. I mean, it's petty theft, and honestly, from his point of view as a con man, he's convincing people to give them his money from the goodness of their heart. You know, I mean, it's truth, not truth is all very relative, but they're making their choice to give me the money. Now, I'm not taking it from them violently. That would be crass.
I can buy that. I buy that.
Yeah, Mo doesn't have any problem with.
Someday you're gonna have to actually give us a PowerPoint on Rusty's ethical framework here, so we understand the lawful part of this lawful much better.
Well, I already see what's going to happen. I already know. I'm planning everyone's post Starfinder Dead Son's career, and Rusty is going to become like Tony Roberts. You're going to be like Tony Roberts. Yeah, Robbins. You're going to be giving those talks, telling people how they can be their best selves. He's going to be like selling self-help books. Like that is completely what Rusty's going to be doing.
That is a very successful and wealthy man. I think that's a wonderful role model.
See? There you go. When he comes back, he's going to set up his empire of you too can become your best self. Follow Rusty Carter's 10-point plan.
Tuttle, on the other hand, is stocking up for on black turtlenecks for his career as the Packworld Steve Jobs with his computers and engineering.
I look forward to your TED Talks.
I like that. All right, so
all the products will have cheese names, of course.
Well, that will be. It's like instead of the iPad, iPod, iMac, it will be like Cheddar, Gruyere, Brie. Everything is an acronym.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to get your Gorgonzola.
How about Limburger?
Smelly cheese.
Aged with bacteria.
All right. Is everyone ready? Do you want to go and finish up what you've started? Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Do you have any things before you want to depart?
I want to know about this ship, the state of our ship.
The state of your ship?
Well,
you know about
I mean,
it. It's been explained to you.
whatever Rusty was banging into, he was saying a monster. I say it was probably just stationary objects. Are we going to have that problem going to the temple, or is that just in the area that we were in?
Oh, the temple is in the. You don't have to fly anywhere. The temple is.
Are you asking in character or out of character?
I actually just want to know what the sky looked like where we were. Was it any different than the rest of the? Like if we take landing, is the landing platform going to be bombarded?
It was floating rocks around where we were before.
Yeah, where we were, it was like the thing was broken off the main thing. It was all in the swirlies. It was like in the gas giant. Like here, we're on the solid ground now. We're walking to where we're going now.
Oh, okay.
Like we don't need the ship right now.
Okay,
is the ship base worthy at this point?
Oh, absolutely.
We'll put the Kish to work on it.
I mean, I'm being new, I don't really have much of a say, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, your room will be just fine. Well, when I say room, your corner will be fine.
Cargo bay 1.
Part
of the cargo bay. You're not getting the whole bay.
Okay, so apparently Steve posted a JPEG of the entire the asteroid, and that whole area was debris.
It was all messed up. Yeah, that's
flotsam and jetsam in the the sky.
Yeah, you can see how it actually fell off. Like it was destroyed, but whatever wacky technology is keeping them up. Again, it's like Avatar. Like rocks just sort of floating in midair. And those that weren't destroyed were still floating. And that all the way to the upper left-hand corner, that's where your exploration is. You are all the way in the bottom left-hand corner right now. That's like where you are at the foundry. The bottom right-hand corner is the landing pad, and that's where your ship is. And all the way to the right, or the east, you see that very large building? That is the temple, and that's where you're going, that massive structure. Any other questions?
Mo's on point, I guess.
I just hope we don't tangle with this monster that attacked the ship again. Hopefully it's gone.
It was killed. Don't worry about that at all. It went falling down into the gravity well. I just hope it doesn't have family.
Did it have any loot?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't able to loot it, which obviously made me very sad.
Is this the temple right here?
No, you're not at the temple yet.
No, this is the Lando Calrissian spaceport we landed on.
Yeah, this is just the staging area. When you're ready, I will move you to the temple.
Mo's ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
All right. You travel through the remnants of this city. Takes you about a good 40 minutes to go through the various ruins and desecrated areas. You hear and see animals fluttering here and there, but nothing to concern yourself about. And you easily find the temple to the east. It's one of the most prominent buildings in Istamak. As you walk towards the temple, you notice it is massive, perhaps a quarter mile in width, several stories high. There appears to be a large amount of structures that have been hastily put up for defense, but nothing you can worry about. Looks like you can just walk right through it. As you approach, it's quiet. There's no one outside, and you didn't expect to have any resistance. As you heard, they've been barricading themselves inside the temple and just making it impossible for people to enter. The main entrance of the temple is located in the building's northern-facing front. There appears to be a plaza featuring an elaborate fountain with a hammer and anvil motif. The fountain no longer is spraying any water, and there appears to be a number of images painted on the side of the fountain. Although it looks like you, since Akiro knows and can speak the languages, could probably figure out what they say if he wishes.
I wish.
Give me a very quick culture check.
Okay.
I assist quickly.
16. Rather low, but... And
18.
Rusty, 18 assists. But since you speak the language, I'm going to give you a little bit extra. It seems that according to the rather elaborate markings, the fountain no longer sprays water, but they believe that the rain it gathers has healing properties, and that the images on the fountain explain those supposed properties. Basically, they make you stronger, faster, more agile, better warrior, better at everything. And sure enough, you can see that there is a fair amount of water in the fountain if you wish to partake.
Yeah, I would like to actually cast Detect Magic on it.
You detect magic on the fountain, and you detect no magic whatsoever.
Drink the water. Drink it. Drink it.
Does anyone have a Geiger counter? You might want to detect for radiation.
Actually, I think we do.
Just drink the water.
I'm not drinking it.
It might turn you back into Hiroji.
Come on, Akiro. Drink the water. Stop arguing.
No, I'm not drinking the water. I'm not thirsty right now.
Well, now that you mention it, Mo's a little thirsty. He's going to drink the
Okay.
water.
I'm so
He's
happy.
going to sniff the water first. He's not just going to... He's not so foolish that he's going to just drink the water. He's going to sniff it first.
And then drink the water.
You sniff the water. It smells faint of copper.
He sniffs it like a sommelier would swish some wine. And he's going to let it breathe, and he's going to take it in, breathe through his mouth, and then he's going to sip.
You sip the water. Give me a fortitude save.
Mm-hmm.
26.
Rolls a 17 for 26. Not too shabby.
Nope.
I feel pretty good.
Yeah, you feel... Give me
I'm
the
a
quote
very
from Big
positive-
Trouble in Little China.
I can't remember the quote.
Oh, come on.
God, I haven't seen that movie in such a long time. I feel very positive about this.
Here's to the red, white, and blue, the colors that never run.
Oh, that quote.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a different quote. But
that's a toast. I don't know.
That was the toast.
with the wings of liberty, never lose a feather.
Well, there's too many quotes from that movie. So.
True. Well, it's the one where, yes, you have a very positive feeling about this whole endeavor. The water tastes faintly of copper, but you feel really good about this.
I tell the group that, and I recommend it.
I'll pass.
Okay, you're gonna.
I mean, do you
need it.
remember Thunderdome when the guy offered him water? I was like, he's Geiger
Yeah.
countered it.
Well,
Like, nope.
we don't need a Geiger counter here.
You have one, Tuttle?
Theoretically, we should have one.
I know we purchased one in the
I
past.
say that's all right. Little radiation never hurt anybody.
I'm gonna check it for radiation just in
It's
case.
off the... No, there's no radiation whatsoever.
All right, well, great. And I don't need water or really food or. I mean, I'm not thirsty right now. It's fine.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I have no no need for that water. So let's continue. Is there a door over there? Do I see a door and a pathway?
There's many doors and many pathways.
That is the most philosophical statement ever said in this podcast.
There is no spoon. In addition, yes, you find a large door leading to the main entrance. Do you wish to check it out?
Yeah, we have the key, right, for this?
You have a code key, correct.
Right.
You have a code that will let you in.
Let's check this out. I have my rifle ready.
You go to the large main entrance, and sure enough, that door is barricaded and soldered shut.
No.
There's
I don't like.
no way you're getting in through the front door.
Yeah, let's not try this. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, Mo is going to try to put this in simple terms so you guys can understand. But army guys like me were taught to walk a perimeter first. It's called reconnaissance, from the root word reconnoiter.
Okay.
In soldiering school, did they teach you the roots of all the words? I'm just curious.
Yeah, they did. We call it death by PowerPoint, and they went through all that stuff. So, yeah, what we're gonna do, I'm going to suggest. Captain will have to approve, of course, whether or not we walk the perimeter and do a little recon, because we should.
When you say captain, who are you referring to?
Well, Rusty.
That
he's
would be me,
standing
of
right
course.
there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Akira, you don't realize he's our captain.
He mumbles something under his breath.
But every good captain.
Were you saying under your
Establishes
breath, "Hail to the chief"? Well,
He's
never
like,
mind.
not my captain. Not my captain. I didn't vote for him.
You don't vote for a captain. They simply are the captain.
Well, we'll say somebody's not going to be getting into the escape pods, but well, let's move on.
That's my bad.
Am I reading this correctly? This map, is this map is one section a blow up of another?
I will explain that to you in a second. This complex is massive. This is a section of the complex. Basically, this is the only section you need to worry about. We'll put it that way. Do you do the reconnoiter as you explained?
Rusty?
Sorry.
I'm up for it. I realize I'm not the captain.
Sure.
You guys like
Yeah,
this?
I think it's fine. I mean, I'm
Okay.
sorry, you're asking. Yes, I think reconnoiter, or that other word that you used that I don't remember. That sounds great. Carry on, Mr. Mo.
It's also called the recon. So follow me, guys. And he's going to.
And Mr. Mo, your initiative is been very impressive today. Good job.
Oh, thank you. So, we're going to walk the perimeter and counterclockwise. We're going to just assess the integrity of the walls, which is something that our engineers friends can do. And
For comic opinion, now you should walk clockwise because you don't know which way the clock goes.
Right. He was walking to the right, which is all right. Yep, that's fine.
Yep, that's clockwise. Excellent. All right, now let's go the other way.
I'll just say you do it. You walk around the perimeter, and sure enough, this appears to be very high security. Well, whatever was here before, this was obviously a secure facility that had very few points of entry. There's no windows. There's very few doors. It looks like there was a factory, perhaps, of some sort because of the size and shape of it. One thing you do notice that there is a side entrance down a unassuming side street that ends in a 20-foot high metal fence. And there, it looks like it's sort of a side entrance that was used maybe for garbage or other, janitorial supplies, anything you would do to actually keep the place clean. And sure enough, the door there does not seem to be guarded or reinforced in any way, shape.
Is that where we are now? Or is that on the other side?
Now we see it.
Now you see it. So that is sort of the side entrance. And there's a large...
there?
Yeah, right there. And then right below you, Mo, there is a door. To the right of you, there is a large pile of garbage and rubble. And that's why it's sort of pulled out. That this is actually on the bottom floor. It's almost like a subfloor, and it's down a side street. In fact, as you walk through here, I'll give you a description. Weeds poke through cracks on the ground in this long, narrow courtyard, shadowed by a large, blocky building. A broken bench sits next to a simple but imposing metal door with no visible handle or hinges. A sign is affixed to the door above a digital keyboard.
I'd like to read that sign.
You read the sign, and it says, security only.
Excellent.
If only we had some security key software that we've acquired.
That's
Does
us.
the keypad appear to be functional?
Yes, the keypad has weird symbols that roughly correspond to numbers, but Tuttle recognizes right away that this keypad will accept the code that you learned.
Okay, I need to cast comprehend languages, and then I'll enter the key code.
You enter the key code, and you hear a click, and the door opens ever so slightly.
Mo opens the door.
You open the door, and it empties into a hallway. It is pitch black inside this building. The ceiling here seems to be approximately 15 feet in height.
Well, if Mo's going in there, then it's not pitch black anymore because he has lights on his suit.
Okay.
And he's okay.
The question I think about the indigenous people that we've met here. Do they have dark vision?
Yes, they do. They do have dark vision.
Okay.
So you're in a hallway. It is a hallway running to the west that is 20 feet long, and there's a door to the south that is closed. It is quiet over here. You don't hear any sounds of, well, anything really.
Is it an analog door or is it a digital thing that we got to hack in?
This appears to be a analog door that you can simply open.
All right, Mo's gonna push it open.
Everyone get ready. Be on your guard.
Yeah, get over here, guys.
Be
Yes,
hostile.
I jumped
people.
out of the room very quickly.
You push it open. A faint layer of slime covers every surface of these connected chambers. The largest open area contains a set of empty lockers, one of which seems likely to have held a collection of guns and ammunition.
Mm.
Bits of metal and plastic are scattered everywhere. One side of the room contains a small round table, another a metal desk, and a third a few rows of chairs and a podium. A door. You see a door leading to the east.
I think we should. Let's see. Do we have any fire? Oh, Cheddar. Can you set this floor on fire? This might be oil, or it might be flammable or explosive.
I say perhaps we should investigate further before you light it on fire.
Yes, I think that our new mystic should cast a fireball in the room to find out.
Well, you use your nerdy ways to figure it out and get back to me on that.
Yeah, I'd like to make a check on like a physical science
Can we
check.
do a life science check and see if it's anything that's
I assist
organic
physical
matter?
science and then I assist life science.
I think it's not. I don't know if it's organic, so I'm going to try physical science first.
All right, well, Rusty will have to come up to the door if he wants to assist.
I don't need your assistance.
He rolls a
Yeah,
19 for a 33.
I said I was 12,
I have a little more trouble with the life science side of things.
and I failed. So
You put your fingers into the slime, and it appears to be slippery slime on the floor. It won't affect you directly. If you tried to do something acrobatic, it might affect your balance, or if you try to tumble through it, it's just sort of slick. It does appear to be organic and not flammable. As for what created the slime, you're not sure, but it was obviously a creature of some sort.
Giant slug.
It's everywhere.
Ugh.
Yeah, it looks like the slime from Slug.
All right, I'm not. That's a little off-putting, but I guess let's press on.
If we only had hovering abilities.
Yeah, I can fly.
We'll get going. What you waiting for?
In the meantime, Tuttle is actually going to get into the riding saddle, because if we're going to be going over weird, slimy stuff,
I'm back in the saddle again.
Tuttle's going to be dainty.
Okay. All right. So what's over here? Am I standing on something that I shouldn't be?
Yeah, kind of. I can say you're next to it. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Mo gets 25. Kiro, 29.
9. Hello.
Hello.
Jeez.
You did a great
All
job.
right, I'll give a roll.
Well, you're not in the room. You don't get a roll.
Roll for combat.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, Botany Bay. We've got to get out of here.
Admiral Rusty.
I wonder if my boots are good in this.
You see what appears to be a large ooze, a slime of some sort, a lump of protoplasm, perhaps 6 feet across. However, unlike other slimes which you've seen in the past, this one appears to have bits and pieces of technology attached to it, almost as if it's wearing the technology and wielding the technology. A horrible combination of slime and tech. It has noticed you, and it's hungry.
No, eat me.
How do we know it's hungry though?
Because it's coming to eat somebody.
Oh no.
It's the apple I use.
Oh my god, it's just right there?
Just
right there?
Yeah, it crawled out of the room, and it's right there next to you. Why? It's not that bad. It's only a large ooze with 1, 2, 3 heavy weapons attached to it. It's not like it's going to kill you. Oh, wait, that's right. It is going to kill you.
So wait, it just appears there? Like, that's crazy.
Well, no, it was hanging out in that room, and then you came in, and it smelled you and saw you. It was at first in combat. And none of you get... you're all flat-footed, no attacks.
Also, this is actually an ooze that actually has laser beams on its frickin' head.
Yeah, it's basically a shark with lasers.
That is so cool. I love this monster already.
All right.
It's a bunch of weapons sticking out of a ooze. It's figured out how to use them. That's awesome.
It fires its artillery laser rifle right point blank at Akiro. You can't do attack of opportunity because you didn't go yet.
Well, I don't even have a weapon that can do that.
Yeah, and that the good news is it's fire, so you do have fire resistance.
I do.
It hits you. Let's see, for rolls of 15, hits you with a 39 and does 19 points of damage, but only 14 because, well,
I have damage resistance fire.
You're
'cause
evil.
Evil's such a strong word.
Rusty is up.
We need scientists up here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, can I see it? I think I can draw a
Yes,
line.
you can see it. It's
That's
kind of got.
all right.
It's definitely has cover because it's way in the corner. But yeah, you can see it.
All right, short term, there are people up front at the moment. Let me give them an advantage. As a move action, get them. And as a standard action, I try to attack.
You try to what?
An attack, just shooting at it. I will bluff
A
first.
lot of negatives, but you can.
I
try.
understand. I'm actually just giving the positives to everybody in the room. Then I'll move into the room. Yeah, okay. I have a bluff of 38. So
Now your bluff of 38 sounds impressive until you realize it's mindless, as it's a slime.
there we go. So that actually no, that's good to know early on that I will not be able to do that. So that's fine. Oh, I may as well make the attack.
This would be
Never
a
know when you're
life
gonna get a
science
natural
check,
20.
I think.
And I did not.
Yeah,
this time.
life science.
So
Yep.
there it is. All right, done. It is mindless. I will never. You have +2 to hit it. I will never be able to go to +4.
Yeah. As a free action, I would like to do a life science check,
Thank you. Thank you.
which I'm trained in pretty well too. Oh, natural 20. Hello!
Whoa!
Wow.
Here come the misses.
What do you want to? I know. What do you want to know? I mean, you probably.
I want to know its
Resistance.
Mechanically,
It's resistances,
strength,
yeah.
all that sort of thing.
I'll know
It's
its resistance.
very resistant to fire. It is also covered in a shell of technology, so it has resistances to physical attacks as well.
Great.
It has no less than 3 different weapons on it, all slightly different, all of them doing different types of damage. It also has a pseudopod, which can smash on you. Even though it's a space of 10, it only has a 5-foot reach, which is good. What else?
That's very good.
What I'm hearing is electricity, cold, and sonic damage will be full.
Yeah. Does it have vulnerable? Well, not anyway.
It is a slime or ooze, so no critting, no flanking, no, well, you guys get the idea. All the fun things you like to do, none of that works. It's brainless, so you can't intimidate it or do any of that stuff. And it will take parts of people's technology and kit bash them. They have a It's pretty cool. Kitbash. Scavenger slimes have an intuitive understanding of technology and how to use and repair it, despite their otherwise mindless nature. They have a 22 bonus to engineering checks. How about that? Does that beat Tuttle? I think it might.
I'm activated by the slime, I'm afraid.
You're actually outclassed by a slime, and they can actually kitbash, take people's technology, and make it part of their own, which is really cool.
Is it evolving and increasing its intelligence as time goes on?
Yes.
Tuttle wants to talk to this slime about a possible job in his lab.
I'm just trying to find out what kind of damage my weapon does.
You do acid.
So that's not fire.
That's not
Don't
fire.
you do Sonic too?
No, that's Tuttle. Tuttle does Sonic. Now you have
And it's
the
not
best.
physical.
Yeah, acid
So
is
that's
great because acid
That's
is
a
one of
great
the
choice.
rarest. Well, after the armory, it's not quite as rare, but it's a very rare weapon type, and very few things have resistance to acid, which is great. So it doesn't have reach, and it has a massive amount of hit points. You're up.
Okay, I'm up. All right. Okay. Well, time to put some new things into action. I will, as a move action, I'll activate my instant teleport, and I will teleport away from it.
Does that provoke?
No, it does not.
Does that use anything? to
It
do
uses
that?
a resolve.
Ooh, bye-bye resolve point. Let's take one off.
Uses a resolve. Yeah, flash teleport. It's a move action. I use one resolve and go with 30 feet. Let me just see something here. Hold on.
Stay in the room. Don't be a rusty.
Hey,
I mean, don't be a captain.
there you go. Thank you.
Oh, look at that. He teleports across the room. Pating!
I'm moving more, actually. Hold on.
He's moving. What's the max movement? Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
30.
Sir,
30.
perhaps you could run away farther?
That's 35. I got is that can I move 30? Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, I have to move one to the left.
Please tell me the second slime is in that room. Please tell me the second slime is that room.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
Slime baby. The slime nest.
Right, we're gonna try something different this time. I cast a spell. A level 3 spell.
Oh, God. Which one?
I am casting level 3 Baleful Polymorph.
Really?
I'm changing this target's shape to that of a smaller, weaker creature.
I am highly intrigued.
It is a DC 18.
That sounds like the spell for this situation.
Target must attempt a saving throw every round. The penalty to AC, attack rolls, melee damage roll, reflex, and strength and dex, worsening by 1 for each time the target fails with a maximum of -4. So, target shrinks slightly, although it retains. Basically, you just keep... It does... Interesting. It just makes everything -1 for 4 rounds, or it keeps going.
Yeah, it doesn't like turn it into a frog or anything. I wish. At level 3, it's a little bit better, but
19 will say.
that's a failure for me. I'm done. If it failed its saving throw, then it could get worse. But
In theory, it could have just kept going and getting smaller and smaller, worse and worse, and weaker, but it made it save immediately, and that was a blown spell. Good job.
No, well, what are you gonna do?
Nothing. Tuttle's up, riding Cheddar.
Okay, the combined Tuttle Cheddar apparatus will move to there to get a shot,
Okay.
and we will both attack because Cheddar's junk cannon is theoretically plasma, so it's fire and electric. So I would like to think the electric then might actually work.
Was it vulnerable to anything?
Nope. Ooh. Tuttle hits a solid 18 for 31 and hits for 8 points of damage. 18
Then
for
Cheddar.
31. What's the heck's your bonus?
Remember, you have +2 from me, but that's it.
That's quite some bonus.
Yeah, if it failed its saving throw, it would have to keep making saves until the spell ends, which is a long time. It's actually really bad for it.
Well, once it makes it, it probably doesn't have to save.
Nope, it keeps going.
Really?
All right, nice. Well, that's valuable in its own right.
If the target succeeds at the saving throw after the penalty has reached its maximum, it's no longer required to save. Okay, so it gets one more save. If it fails that save, then it's permanent. Hello. It would become small and weak. It would have a -4 to everything.
So wait, what are you doing, Jason?
I still need to use Cheddar.
Yeah, you can go with Cheddar.
Does he really have a +13 attack?
No, something's off, but I'll
Okay,
do
I
the
was just
math.
curious. Wow, Plus 11 for Cheddar. Whoa!
Yeah,
Mo
that's
is
not right.
just
It's
going
supposed to be
do it.
plus 10. I don't know why it's adding extras to everyone, but whatever.
Well, he gained level. He could have BAB increase.
No, I looked at it. I don't know what's going on, but Mo is up.
I can do a full attack from here, can I?
No, you cannot because there's a wall in your way. You have to have a clear line of sight. Now you can.
All right.
That's 15 feet. No.
But now you can't do a full attack because you have to make a 5-foot step, so you can move and do
I'm
one attack.
using my stupid boots.
You're going to use your boots. Okay.
Yeah.
Scavenger slime. Nice.
God, I don't know.
Yeah, once per day is a full action. You may move up to your speed and make a full attack, but then each attack's -6. And you get a -2 to your AC. It's up to you. You can activate your E-High boots.
Oh, Tuttle. Are you in that square or are you on Cheddar right now?
I'm on Cheddar.
He's on Cheddar. He's not
Oh,
The
Okay.
technically Cheddar well, yeah, that's fine.
okay. I'm going to move there, activate my lunge ability. Whoop-a-pa-pum. And I'm actually out of range. I still can't attack.
Yeah, you're 20 feet away. You can't do that.
He didn't do that right. Okay, that I can do. Correct? That's
Yes,
okay.
yes, you're fine.
All right, I am going to attack normal.
Don't block my shot, Mo!
He's blocking everyone.
You might as well just go into melee with it.
He's in melee.
Yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
you were standing right next to it. You could have gone into melee.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to activate lunge. I'm just going to attack. Let me just.
After all that,
Start
Yeah, I
over.
know.
there you go. He just walked around. You literally just did a big do-si-do circle.
I don't recommend full attacks. They're illogical.
Wow, you actually did really well. You hit with 21 points of damage, but you only do 16 as it bounces off part of its shell.
Next, Mo will use a move action to Alamein left.
How much was the mitigation, the damage?
5.
5.
Oh,
No,
okay, I can live
DR5
with
is
that.
not ridiculous at this level, but still not fun.
It is going to do a full attack on, I guess.
Oh, that's right. It's got guns on it. I keep
I
forgetting.
know. It's,
Oh, right. I'm thinking about what I'm. Oh, my God.
well, that's not good. That's a Kiro.
Take it,
Great.
Kiro.
Yeah, Chris, sorry,
Oh,
John.
I have a
you
good
made-
armor class. I mean, it should hopefully miss at something. One time. It's
It's
a mine.
shooting. It's full attack. It's artillery laser cannon.
Ah,
Great.
credit
Wow.
you.
Hit
Sure.
you for 44 points of damage.
3d8.
And then a 1.
Did it deploy into turret mode there for a second, like in StarCraft?
Yeah, or like, is it Bastion in
Oh yeah, Bastion and Overwatch.
Overwatch?
Only a slime.
I'm moving into the room, but short term until next turn, I'm just doing get them as part of an attack, which I ordinarily don't do, but now I know I can.
My stamina gone.
You can, yeah, you could just do a get him. You don't have to make an attack. You can just do it as a move action. Oh my god, he's attacking.
Yes, but I moved into the room, so I'm going to be using it as part of a standard attack, which I ordinarily use for my other ability, but it's immune to that one, so there we go.
All right. For some reason, everyone is getting a plus 11 to their attack bonus. Every single person.
The interesting thing is, it appears
Well-
right on my character sheet.
That's correct for me. I should get a +9, and I give myself a +2 because the get 'em is part of my attack.
I understand, but then Mo's in front of you.
And actually a bonus for Mo, +1 to everybody because he's able to get there.
Is that true, Mo?
I'm looking right now.
Don't you give a bonus to people with ranged attacks when you're in melee range?
Yes, I give everyone a +1.
Right.
Okay, then do that attack again because then you would have hit. Because you
Okay.
actually
So
missed by
it
one.
was a 12. Wait, you're not okay. Fine, I'll roll the attack again.
No, just so I can
Well,
apply it.
Am I breaking Rusty's
it.
line of sight?
Yeah, yeah. But
Well,
he
then
gets,
no,
don't
he
worry,
doesn't
it
get
all
that.
works.
He doesn't get the
worked in,
+1.
don't worry.
He doesn't get the
Why
+1.
doesn't he? Why doesn't he get it?
If I break their line of sight,
No,
Rusty
I can see the
literally
I can
moved
see
right
the
behind
monster.
me.
You're not
No, he
breaking
doesn't
the
break
line of sight that way.
No, sign of effect.
Oh, all right.
You hit. Okay, how about that? That's all you
Right.
need to know.
Thank you. Thank you. That's great.
Yes. Wait, what did you hit with?
Sheer and I
Oh,
rifle.
it's piercing, so it bounces off of his armor. So you would have done
so
12
it has no
points.
effect whatsoever.
No, it does 7 points of damage instead of 12.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. If I'm giving him cover, then you don't get the +1.
Oh, really? Then he
Really?
wouldn't have gotten it. So
Oh, you're right. Well, then I did no damage, but haven't heard that one before. All right.
now we know. Akira, you're up. Akira, you're looking a little beat up.
Yes. I'm not feeling so good. Oh, no. Oh, this thing hurts. Oh, all right, you know what? I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try another spell of mine. Ha-ha! Cast a spell. And with magical incantations, I will describe this to you. I fling magical nanites that convert water vapor around my target into a deadly acid, and I will make an attack against its EAC.
What spell is that?
It's called
kinda
Caustic
cool.
Conversion. Caustic
Ah.
Conversion. Which is probably not an attack on here, right?
No, I have it as. Is that an actual attack?
You have to roll a hit, I think. Hold on. You make a ranged attack roll against the target's EAC.
You know what? I'll add it real quick. Give me a sec. Won't take long. Okay, it's on there. So you have it.
Okay, hold on. Okay, and I get a +3 to this, or no?
Yes.
Really? A 1?
Wow.
All right, I move.
For a 12 total.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Are you moving?
Yep.
Are you going into that room?
Yep.
and hiding? Oh,
Yep.
he's going. He's
Oh, he's fully hiding.
I'm taking cover.
he's
Yeah.
Leading the
so
party.
we can't even see him.
To the best of our understanding, Chris, what happened there is that Akira waved his hands on a magical spell and then turned invisible. Because the only effect that happened
exactly.
is that you're no longer in our line of sight and nothing happened to the monster.
Exactly. A 1. Ridiculous.
That's cool. I'm going to do a full attack. So I'll put the -4 in on my end.
Okay. Roll a 2. That misses. Wasn't it fun, Mo, when you were attacking the natives and just killing them outright?
Well, that's not going to get it done.
It was fun. Those were the grand salad days of Starfinder.
And then Cheddar's going to do a single attack. We still don't know if his weapon even damages it, so I'm not going to waste a full attack until we know for sure. Also, I think Cheddar's full attack is -6, not -4.
Really? Why would that be?
Because it's AI. I have to double check that. Well, maybe if I could roll double digits, that would help.
Right. That's always the issue for me, too.
Mo.
Well, now,
now.
somebody mentioned double-digit attacks. Rusty, do I get a +2 from you?
Yes, you do.
This will be a full attack?
You're actually 15 feet away where you are currently, by the way. So you have to move up.
No,
Jesus
actually, he's
Christ.
now able to do 15 yards, isn't he? 15.
If he uses lunge.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Ah.
I don't want to use lunge.
If you get in his face, you also will get attacks of opportunity against his weapons. When he
That's true. Maybe. That's true,
You
maybe.
guys are annoying. All right, so I'm gonna move here. Are these like benches
No,
or something?
get in his face. Run into his face. He's attacking at range. It doesn't matter where you are in the room. If he wants to attack,
He's giving you good tactical advice to the soldier, yes.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
your captain is saying, "Get in his face."
I gave you an order. Hold on.
I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Yeah, but literally, there's no strategic advantage for you to be back there.
Those are benches, but you can stand on top of them. That's fine. You hit. 18 points of damage. Would have done 23.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 for a 33 attack.
Nice job.
That sounds high.
I'm jealous.
That sounds, let's see. You have a plus 15 to hit.
Wow.
Yeah, you have a plus 15 to hit on your pike, and then you actually had an extra plus 2. So you had a plus 17 to hit.
Cool.
It goes. It's scanning. Its little thing is going back and forth. Looking around, trying to figure who to attack. Oh, that's a rusty attack.
All right.
I'm glad I got out of the way.
Full attack on Mr. Rusty.
Attack of opportunity.
There goes Rusty.
Mo, attack of opportunity. It's firing its guns.
Does it provoke? I don't know.
It does. So are you going to attack it as it tries to fire its guns?
Yes. I thought I don't get attacks of opportunity because it's a...
No, you get attacks of opportunity. You didn't that first round because it was you were flat-footed. So
Okay. Then... what? No, because it was a slime.
you don't get flanking and you don't get crits.
Damn, so far Mo is taking care of business.
Yeah,
Well,
it's something
that's-
like close to
yeah.
50 damage just from
That's-
Mo. It's great.
It's just paying the price of doing business.
Okay, so just so you know, and this
Wow,
is going to be on
never
comms,
misses.
so Akira who counts as well. You hear shrieks of agonizing pain as Rusty is shot for the first time in his life.
Is that a fact?
I think he was shot once before from that annoying sniper who was in the statue that we all had to approach
Right.
really slowly, but I don't remember him being hit. I remember he was being shot at, but I don't remember.
Well, you
I
didn't
can't
take
remember.
actual hit point damage yet, so you can't really cry yet.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't run out of the room yet, but still. I mean,
Don't cry for me, Argentina. You got hit not once, but twice for a total of 43 points of fire damage.
Yeah, it rolls a 13 and an 18, both for good hits.
why did this happen to me?
Yeah, this is what happens in combat, Rusty.
No, this isn't the way combat's ever gone. What are you talking about?
You have to get closer, and this is what happens.
All right, so at any
Fuck
rate,
up.
I
Get
am
in
actually
there.
unable
Get in there.
to-
You're in the closet. What are you talking about?
I have
Get
a
in
sniper
there.
rifle. Why would I run up to it?
I'm talking to Akira. Akira's in the
I'm
closet.
not hiding in the closet with Akira. I'm cowardly. I'm not insanely cowardly. All right. I am shooting at the enemy and using Get 'em as well. But remember, I cannot make full round attacks because I'm using a sniper rifle. But I don't have to use the sniper rifle, do I?
I was wondering when you were going
The
to
sniper rifle's
Yeah,
a bad choice, by the way.
That's right. In this
Yeah.
case, no, it's a good choice actually for the character, but at the same time, in this situation, my disintegrator pistol is acid damage. As a free action, I drop my rifle. As a move action, I pull out my disintegrator pistol, and this first time, I will just simply use Get 'em as part of the attack. I will have a range negative for the disintegrator pistol because he's 30 feet away. So +2 to hit, but -2 because I'm an range increment away. But +1 from...
Make sure you get all those pluses in there.
that
Yeah,
worked out.
Make sure you get all those pluses. 4 plus.
Yeah, he rolled a 4.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I rolled a 4. No, I understand, but that worked out right. You all have a +2 to hit it, and next time I, in fact, will move closer, so I can start doing full round attacks.
Kiro hiding in the
Yay.
closet. Here's fighting, but he has no idea what's going on. Oh, does he come out bravely?
I can shoot it from there, like no issues, right?
Sure.
Yeah, cover.
No, he can shoot the corner.
Oh,
Yeah.
big.
Actually, well, I don't know. I don't know. No, you can shoot the corner. You won't have any issues right there.
You have a +1 from Mo then.
I'm adding it to my disintegrator rifle. I'm adding +3.
Right, very good.
And he rolls a 4. Hey, that's quadruple what you rolled last time.
400% better.
I guess a full attack would be a net -1 taken with Rusty and Hiroji's and Mo's bonuses.
Yeah, not bad.
Notice how all those 20s and 19s you were rolling before?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are... How many double digits have you even rolled so far?
We got perception checked. We got that 20 in there. Got that life science check. Oh, that was a good one.
I know. Remember the Halcyon days of those 20s and 19s?
Yeah.
Except Tuttle actually rolled a 19 and hit.
Nice.
For 11 points of damage. That's almost
Is this
max
a full
damage.
attack, Tuttle?
That was a full attack, and
Oh,
he
wow.
hit.
Yep.
Good
Now,
job,
does
Tuttle.
Tuttle? What? After Tuttle hits him, does Tuttle yawn?
Possibly.
You're going to make everyone else yawn, you know that.
All right, so I am going to be.
No, Cheddar's up.
Oh,
Okay, Cheddar's not
Cheddar
up.
still has not hit yet.
He rolled a 2. Now Mo is
Join the
up.
club. I can't hit either.
all right. Mo is going to do a full attack, so he's a -2 overall. I'm going to put that in there. Swoosh, swoosh.
Strike 1. Strike 2. Strike 3. You're out.
A 20
this
misses?
was a terrible
Really?
round for us. None of us hit in the slightest. All right.
I rolled a 7.
I'm
for-
sorry, none of us hit.
Tuttle hit.
None of us who can do damage hit.
Do you want to hear the good news or the bad news? It's just bad news. We'll just leave it at that. It props up a new weapon. It's sort of like the old weapon sort of goes down and a new one pops up, and you suddenly see a large red plasma beam being fired at Mo and will continue into Akiro.
Oh,
A line attack.
Wait, even if I'm not exactly in a straight line with him, that doesn't matter.
Dude, you are
I think
right.
it's just
Right.
one of those,
Line
if you
effect.
can draw a line, then it's a line. Yeah, I get it. It's like a lightning bolt.
Maybe it'll miss.
Well, this is how it works. If it misses Mo, then it won't hit Akiro. But if it hits
got a
Mo,
chance.
it keeps going. Now, there's only one roll, and the one roll is used for everybody. That's how the line effect works.
So this is basically cleave, but for range and goes straight. Okay, I get it.
But I'm guessing you have to be within 5 feet. I mean, I'm not exactly in a straight line of him, but
Yes, you
has a
are. As long as I can
24,
draw it, it's like lightning bolt. It doesn't
armor
have to be straight. It just has to be a line effect. He could have also done. He actually could have done Mo to Tuttle and Cheddar as well. He can't do Rusty because Rusty's too far. That's not a line, but he can do those two because it's like a line to the center. As long as you can draw a line, you can hit you. So the first one rolls. He rolls. I'm just telling you. He rolls a 31. So that will hit. Mo
That's a hit.
for 13 points of damage, and then that will also hit. Does a 31 hit you, Akiro?
Yeah, check your armor class.
maybe not.
Good news is it's fire and
5
electricity,
damage.
so it only did 5 points of damage to Akiro.
Because I have a resistance to electricity also, and fire.
Yeah, that's
And cold.
right. That's right. So you actually were expecting the worst. You see this plasma rifle go right through Mo, hit you, and it doesn't really hurt that bad. It's not nearly as bad as that crit that
No.
hit you before.
No, that's not bad.
Kind of like a
That-
tanning bed
that's
for
okay.
you.
We can do this. We like this.
Most important
monster's new
question: Does
weapon.
this now mean that there's a little hole in Mo where, like, you can see through?
No.
Yes,
No.
like Quicken the
Not
Dead.
for 13
Yeah,
points.
exactly. If there's a light source, can you see? Yeah.
Exactly. He's like a light source going through him. You do get attack of opportunity, Mo. I'm not going to remind you again, by the way.
I actually don't because I did a full attack.
You still do.
Still get an attack of opportunity.
Still get attack of
Really?
opportunity.
All right.
The reason you get in the face of anybody with a gun or range is that you always then get an attack of opportunity.
I
Wow,
don't
20
lie.
points damage.
nobody
Next time,
shoots at
I
us
am
anymore.
not remembering. I'm not going to remind you that again. Rusty's up. This thing is actually starting to fall apart. Although it's hitting you, pieces of it are falling off here and there.
All right, I'm going to do full round of attacks, and as part of the attack, I will be doing an improved get 'em. So I will get +2 to attack, but I'm at a range negative, so it's for me it's negated out. I'm only at my regular +9, +1 from Mo, so I am at a +10 net.
Nice.
And I forgot to add the 1. Well, I hit the first time anyway. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So 9 damage, and it should have done total damage.
Was a
but it did.
14
Great.
for a 25.
Actually, a 26. I forgot to add 1.
Oh,
so.
okay. 14 for a 26.
And
Oh,
it's
look
+2
at Akiro.
again for him.
Akiro,
Needs,
how you doing, Akiro?
Not good. I'm actually injured.
you aren't
There's a
hurt
little
that
room you
bad.
can go run and hide in.
Oh, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide.
Why'd you cast another spell?
Yeah.
That
Nope, I'm gonna
invisibility spell you cast last time, that worked really very effectively.
Yeah, we're gonna get mirror image pretty soon, I think. What? What? He rolls a 14 for a 28 on his. What'd you attack it with? The
Disintegrator
disintegrator
rifle.
rifle. Good God, man! You've had a disintegrator rifle this whole time.
Yeah. You've seen it in action before.
You've seen it before. It does
Not that I can
1d20.
recall.
It's
Yeah.
very random.
There's 1d20 plus what? 8?
Actually, GM, does
So I rolled 4.
are you mitigating the damage that Mo is doing with physical?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes.
I hit for
Yeah.
20. Wow.
Actually, you hit for 25, but you
Wow.
only did 20.
It's my level 2 weapon. That is so awesome.
What's Akiro? Are you done?
Nope.
Where are you trying him to go? There you go.
My little cubby hole.
You little hidey hole.
You went back into the hidey hole.
I did.
He keeps getting hit. He's just like, every time he comes out, he gets hit. He's
Wow.
like- he's
I did
like,
my
"All right."
part.
He's like,
I did my
he's
part.
like, all right, I'm done. I'm done getting hit.
You get your
I'm
purple
done with
heart.
this thing.
That is so awesome, Cheddar. Go get him.
Yes. Oh my
Cheddar
god.
is
This is
bringing the
awesome.
bringing the cheese.
I tell you what.
Tunnel.
Yeah.
I love
Hey,
having
Cheddar hasn't
Rusty
hit
and
yet.
Tuttle in these fights. This is great. You guys take damage. You take
Oh, for
Junk cannon. You throw the junk at it, it's just bouncing off of him. It's not doing anything to
All right,
the slime.
finish this off, please.
All right, full attack. 18 points of damage. I rolled the 13 for a 26. And
There
I
we go.
rolled a 17 for a
Nice.
30, hitting for another 14 points of damage. Dead.
Loot all of that
And I'm
technology.
going to
All
look
of
at
that
these.
tech that's attached to it.
It's probably integrated.
And for my move action, I'm going to inspect these weapons.
Okay.
Slime
You
cloud,
kill-
you're diseased.
You kill the slime. It dissolves into a large puddle of goo, and all of the weapons fall into the goo.
No, I grabbed the weapons before they fall into goo.
You can't, there's too many.
I'm only 5
Too
feet
many.
away. I just grabbed one of them. One of the 3 weapons.
Okay, you get one weapon. Let's see, I'll do a 1d3. Which one do you get? You get the dual crossbolter. That one you did not see. That one you missed the artillery laser and you missed the red star plasma rifle that fell into the ooze. They're
All
just oozed. They're just slimed, but you can still take them out.
All right, you hear a disembodied voice from like you don't know where saying, "Is it okay to come out now?
No, stay back there. This is the
Is it
most.
safe?"
But this is the most dangerous time ever. Don't show your face. What is it? Double action starbolt? What did you say? What's a weapon?
That's what the names of these are, but we'll have to do some engineering and fun stuff, shall we say, to figure out.
I take a picture of me next to this thing and it's my foot on it. The proud Richter.
Dragon Slayer.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. Theodorus Rex here. All right. Yeah. Mo's
I can do some
strategy-
engineering checks.
He needs a weapon.
Okay, so I'd like to inspect these weapons.
Are you diving into the slime?
No, I'm using my unseen servant that's permanent for the day to retrieve the weapons from the slime and clean them.
Man, you're taking all the fun out of this.
I'm not touching that slime. Unseen servant, go take care of that.
Okay, the unseen servant, sure enough, goes in, pulls out the weapons.
Oh, they're
covered
still
in
there.
slime. You just rip them out. There's other things, though. Like, someone's going to have to actually
Oh,
search.
maybe unseen servant. Yeah, unseen servant.
Unseen servant can search the slime.
Really? What's its,
Yeah, really.
what's its perception?
Well, I can look and direct it.
Okay, you give me a perception check, then.
Yeah.
22, much better. Akiro looks through the armor and sees a piece of technology attached to the scavenger slime's kit-bashed armor that he recognizes. That could be quite useful.
Okay. Well, bring that to me, unseen servant.
Jeez.
I call you Casper. Casper, what is that? Let me take a closer look. Clean it off.
All right, you take a look at that thing. Give me an engineering roll, since it is actually Kish technology. So you have to kind of figure out how this could be used in your language.
Tuttle,
18.
take a look at this.
Tuttle might need to take a look at it.
hold on.
Is it a weapon?
No, it's something for armor.
Oh,
Then
Well,
we'll look at
Oh, it's
the
an armor
weapons.
insert.
that's military.
Jason
Jeez.
Tuttle rolls,
rolls
a
a
27.
He rolls a 6 for 27.
Tuttle looks at this. His eyes open wide as he recognizes this could be kit bashed into a haste circuit.
Oh, those are good.
You have one of those already, right?
Interesting.
I think so.
Mo has the haste circuit, yeah.
I'm looking. Yes,
Yes,
I
you
do.
have the haste circuit.
Yeah.
That's like your most treasured item you have.
Yes, that's a good thing. You guys.
It's actually why you were making fun of the boots.
You guys like.
It would make your retreat more efficient.
Oh, yes. What about these weapons?
Give me some engineering checks, as these weapons are weird and strange.
I assist.
33. Hello.
Oh, there's your 20, by the way. Good
yeah,
job.
there's my 20. Yeah.
The first one,
I'll stand by for any he can't figure out.
Yeah.
Akiro figures
I
out
need
the first
I need the
one.
practice.
That is a Foundry Flux artillery laser. It would function as an Aphelion artillery laser with 16 charges remaining. Basically, it does 3d8 fire damage, and I believe it's a heavy weapon. I'll give you the spelling in a second.
Oh,
Probably a heavy weapon.
Yeah, that's good. That's better than my level 1 laser. I still have the laser that I bought after the first.
Doing D4 damage, it's really impressive.
No, it does D8.
Second weapon, does someone want to try to figure out if you can figure out what this
I need the practice, so I'll keep trying. Let's ride the wave of the rush here.
I assist.
All right, hold on.
Tuttle watches Akira do this with the same sort of fascination you would like watch otters at the zoo playing around.
Yeah.
23. I know what this is.
Hey, I assisted you up to what my actual roll was. That's great.
This is a Foundry Bloodlight plasma rifle, which functions as a Red Star plasma rifle. That was the thing that shot both of you.
I'm guessing that's a long arm.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one this is. You guys just have to look these up.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, I forgot the exact which ones these are. By the way, that first one was the one that kept hitting you over and over and over again. The one that did 3d8 plus 9 fire damage to you. That was a nice one.
Is that plasma pistol?
No, plasma rifle. And last but not least, there appears to be a actual, almost like a crossbow that you can do an engineering check on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's a line
Wait,
weapon.
is this like Chewbacca's crossbow?
No, it actually fires physical bolts.
No, that's no fun.
The Red Star?
I know what that is,
You
too.
do.
Wow.
It's a Foundry Twin Bolt Caster, which functions as a dual crossbolter.
Wow.
Now, one thing of interest is that these weapons all have ammo already on them. But with some tinkering, Mr. Tuttle can probably convert these weapons to accept modern-day batteries and modern-day ammunition with some time and effort if he wanted to.
Except the crossbolters are like actual projectile weapons that use arrows, right?
I believe so.
I'm looking at the equipment list, and the dual
Probably
crossbolter
archaic.
it says the ammo is arrows.
Yeah, that's archaic. That's, well, we don't ever fight anything that wears armor, it seems. So, I don't know. It's unreliable.
Dual crossbolter. Hold on. It's a projectile. It does good damage. It's unwieldy. It's a long arm.
Oh, that's a crossbolter? Is long arm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no, that's not sniper. Okay, that's fine.
It uses mechanical power to fire arrows along its barrel.
At some point, Tuttle needs to take long arms.
I have long arm. But is it archaic, though? Because that's actually
almost
better than what
certainly.
I have.
Almost certainly.
According to the thing in the rules, it is not listed as archaic.
You know that none of these weapons are archaic because you appear to be in some advanced military foundry of some sort. And all these weapons and other things that they're using, they're not using the weapons that you've been fighting with and against recently, which are all handmade out of like materials and bones and hides, and sinew. These are coming from this foundry that you're in, which appears to be some military grade factory that made weapons and armor. So you have to assume that everything you're going to be fighting is probably going to have equivalent.
It is unwieldy, but it's not archaic.
What does unwieldy mean?
No
you
full
can't-
attacks.
You can't do full attacks.
I would actually use that for now. Actually, it's a little bit better than what I mean. It's not. It has better range, but it does more damage on average. And 2d10 is better than 1d20, and it uses two. It's got limited capacity. It's like fire it a couple times and throw it away. I think.
Do you have? Can anyone use two-handed weapons? Heavy weapons?
I can use long arms. That's it. And pistols. You and I are the only ones who can use long arms.
Okay, I've got a two-handed heavy weapon. This laser 3d8 is pretty darn good, but
Yeah.
I'm a melee guy. I mean, if someone can use this, it's probably better that they use this. I mean, I'll use it as
What's it called?
ranged weapon. It's you want to look artillery laser, affilion. Okay, boy, I hate how they do commas here. Artillery laser comma Aphelion.
Yeah, that's a wow. It's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a level 9 item.
I cannot use that. That is a two-handed heavy weapon.
Yeah, I will use this if you guys can't use this, but if
I don't think
Cheddar
any of
can
us
use
can
this,
use it
if
but you.
anybody can use this, it's better.
You have to have minimum strength of 12 to even.
Cheddar does not have enough weapon mounts to use it.
Get what? But to replace it? Oh.
No, he's only got one hand. Like
Oh, I see.
he essentially needs like virtual hands, and he's only got one hand at this point.
Okay, so as
Cheddar
long
actually has decent weapons. He just can't never. His 2-hit is much lower than yours. That's his biggest issue is his 2-hit at this point, not necessarily damage.
so you guys can't use this, then I'm gonna just stick it on my character.
I'm going to use the dual bolt caster.
All right.
But the thing is, does it have bolts? Like, what's the story with the ammo on that? It needs to be tinkered.
No, the dual bolt caster. There's plenty of arrows hanging around, so you have.
Oh,
more than
really?
enough. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got this. Oh, geez, what was that bow? That bow. If it's another bow, I don't know. A seeker,
So the bow is magic, and it's yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to sell that, right?
I guess. Yeah, but if someone wants to use it,
No one's
If-
going to want to use that.
okay, all right. And
You have the
there's that line
Seeking
weapon,
Advanced Battle Bow. That's what that was. The Seeking Advanced Battle Bow.
that red star line weapon.
Red Star Plasma Rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to use that because it's not as good as the disintegrator rifle.
Dude, it hits multiple targets.
It hits multiple targets if they're lined up, but
Yeah,
it's
well, you
I
know.
don't know. I like more like the single shot doing lots of damage and at longer range. I mean, let's hold on to it. I might reconsider. I mean, it does
Yeah.
1D. It only does 1D10. My current gun does 1D20, so that's a big
Target.
difference.
All right. Well,
But I will use the bolt cast, the cross bolter for now. Definitely, that'll be my new default weapon.
can Rusty, you've been quiet. You
I
use
can't
any of
use
this?
any heavy weapon, so
You can?
cannot.
You
No,
cannot.
Okay.
sorry,
Yeah,
I did say
like the
earlier. I
only-
believe you're the only one who can use it. So
No, I can't. The only class that's proficient in long arms is soldier. I had to take a feat to be proficient in it.
All right. Well, we got
take a 10-minute rest to get my
yes.
stamina back.
10 10-minute rest.
Stamina.
Yes, I take.
Also, I need healing.
Oh, let me fix you up.
I need healing. Yeah,
One of the bonuses of being in our group is that we have
Healing is free.
We have abundant and constant healing.
we have a how about a healing serum? Here's
Oh, I'd love one.
have a roll a d8.
Okay.
Okay. Have another d8.
Here we go.
Yeah, welcome to the party.
Oh, we're making progress.
How many more do you need?
That's a good question.
Okay, that's enough. Do you want more?
I want more.
All right, have another.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, now that it's overkill, sure.
Of course.
Over healing. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
All right.
Rusty
well,
is still having a little bit of psychological problem because something shot at him and hit him. I mean,
Twice.
it didn't actually in any way hurt him, but still.
Rusty needs to be taken down a peg or two. So Rusty did a 10-minute heal and
Yes.
Akiro. Did Mo do anything or no?
Oh yeah, I rested.
You're going to rest too? Okay.
I cannot figure out how to reduce a stack by just one in Hero Lab. It's so frustrating. It
You
seems
can't.
like it
Well,
ought to
you
be
split it.
so easy.
You split it
Really?
and then you delete the it's like you can't really remove it. What you do is you split it. Like if you have 25,
Yeah.
there's a button where you can remove. What I do is you can say take off 3 and then 3 come off and then you delete the 3. That's how you do it.
All right. Yeah, that's what I've done. Okay. It just seems weird. Okay.
I kind of like that dual cross bolter. It's kind of cool.
Well, good. I got a huge upgrade. I'm leaving my Azimuth laser battery behind.
Oh, the crappy old one, you mean?
Oh, the old one.
Yeah, that flux, that's a way better. I mean, 3d8 fire plus your whatever, you get a bonus.
It's so old, it's dog-eared.
2d10 plus 8 piercing for the dual crossbow.
I know, it's decent. I mean, it runs out of ammo
Yeah.
quick, but whatever. It's also got 70 foot. I like that. And I have my other rifle in my glove of storing.
He shrinks it down.
Yeah, shake it down, yep. Mhm.
All right.
So Mo, wait, what did you take? You took the artillery
took-
laser.
The Aphelion, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 3d8. That's a lot better than 1d10. But fear not, I will jump in melee.
Does penetrating. What is penetrating again?
Don't know.
Piercing?
No, it's penetrating.
Is that on a crit, maybe?
No, that's the type of weapon. It's a special.
That's interesting. You can use grenade arrows.
The enemy's damage resistance and energy resistance against my weapon by 5, and energy resistance. I guess it's the same thing. Base attack.
So I want to put on my. How many arrows can I retrieve?
20.
Actually, no. That's what I read was a feat.
Oh, penetrating just ignores hardness. So it's actually good for... It's
DR, not...
Yeah. Well, not DR. It actually is for blowing things up, like if you want to make a hole in the wall or something. It's good for hitting objects.
Structural stuff.
Yeah. It's one of those...
Hey, that would have been good last time, let me tell you.
That's true. You have the haste circuit, and you also have the red plasma rifle.
I don't think anyone can use the red line, red star thing, so we put that...
I can use it, but I don't want to use it. We'll put it... Let's keep it.
All right, he's going to put it in his arm. Mo is going to flip open a 3 or a 6 by 6 by 6 foot dimensional cube that he keeps on his arm, and he's going to chuck it in there for later use.
Cool. What does the haste circuit thing do?
It makes you do full attacks and move, and it's a weapon. Takes a weapon slot.
Takes an armor slot.
I'm sorry, armor slot. I'm reading right now. Went on.
Does it increase your speed at all?
Yeah. Let me tell you what it does.
We can look it up. What's it called? A haste circuit?
Yeah, haste circuit.
It's not an augmentation, right?
No, it's an armor upgrade. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. More quickly than normal. Okay. All modes of movement include burrow, climb, fly, increased by 30 feet to a maximum of twice the target's normal speed, using that form of up to a maximum of twice that target's normal speed, moving that form of movement.
I could use that.
Well, I guess no one else can.
It's funny, this Sekiro seems to have the same level of greediness as Hiroji.
Well, no, it's not greed. I have nothing. I have literally have armor and a gun. That's all I got.
Yeah, but that's not our fault.
Yeah. All right, so install it. Just install it. It's his.
I will install that.
And the other thing, that's what we'll chuck that into the third dimension.
Yeah, my armor has 3 upgrade slots, and right now it needs 2. And I'm probably gonna get rid of these other 2 at some point. The Grim Trophies one is a little shady.
What Grim Trophy? What are you talking about?
I have like skulls and bloody bits all over my armor.
That's your character.
It's came with the armor. It's like what the on their armor, they adorn their armor with Grim Trophies, and that's how my armor came. It's magically enhanced trophies that represent meaningful kills: skulls, other bits of bone, exoskeleton, defiled holy symbol, bits of broken weapons, bloody and tattered badges, seals of authority. It actually does something. If I were to ever intimidate someone, they would get like a -2 to hit or something. But that's not really my deal.
So if you guys ever need to get out of dodge, I can create off of my arm. There's a little device that is it's a null space chamber. It's a device that I can put you guys into a pocket. It's a 6-foot cube. You have breathing. It's not so good if you don't have suits on that you can breathe through, but yeah, it's a Mark II. So
Wow.
I can put 50 bulk in this device.
Nice.
And we also have that bag of holding too.
Yeah, so we have...
Or is that what that is?
No. This, you don't want to put a bag of holding in here. I think it just doesn't work. I don't think it does anything cute.
There was one era of role playing where if you put like bag of holding in the portable hole, like reality exploded or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
But we're not going to do that. We're not going to try.
Actually, Rusty, do you ever intimidate
Yes.
anyone? Is that something you can do?
Yes. In fact, I have the highest intimidate of anyone you've ever met.
Really? And can you make people shaken
yeah.
with that?
Sure.
Because you may want to take one of my armor upgrades.
How do you mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, I have an armor upgrade called Grim Trophies.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's rusty.
Okay, and I'll read it to you. It says, while wearing armor with Grim trophies, if you successfully cause a foe to be shaken, the foe applies the -2 penalty from that condition to weapon damage rolls, in addition to the other rolls it normally applies to.
That actually does sound pretty good, I have to admit. Especially because, like, my totally human and absolutely totally human, glowing eyes also increase my intimidate effect. So I'm wondering if it would stack.
Well, I mean, like shaken is a thing that does certain things, but in addition,
Yeah, I've
it'll
used
give it a
it
-2.
once or twice.
I mean, the only thing is it takes up 1 slot in your armor, and it's really cheap. It's 125 credits cheap.
Well, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And actually, using the 2 slots for the electrical force field that I just swapped in, or the 1 slot for that was good. And then my other 2 slots are the jump jets. At some point, those are going to need to get better.
Wait, so you have already 4 units worth of swapping?
No,
this?
3.
Okay, so you're maxed out,
units.
so you can't even put it in there.
Right, but that might be better than like the electricity damage. The electricity.
No, if you want it, you can have it.
Steve, I will take it. I haven't figured out what I'm going to put it on, but that actually sounds correct for my build. I mean, it's when I can combine my glowing eyes and my intimidate and that, then that actually may eventually become a debuff better than my other debuffs.
Okay, you now will look like a cultist, you realize.
Well,
Yeah.
do I have to look like a cultist? I have a huge
Yes.
disguise as well.
Then it won't work. That's the whole point.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually-
That's the whole
it's-
point.
That's literally the
You
whole
either
point.
see the skulls or you
okay.
don't.
I mean, it's no. I'm not doing that. I thought it was something. Okay. No, I will not look that ugly. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think it is
a
a specifically a Devourer cultist upgrade, because I mean, in the description it says Devourer
is.
cultists often adorn their armor with magically enhanced trophies, representing their most meaningful kills.
And it
I
might
won't
be a
put that anywhere near me.
theological conflict too.
All right, well, I'll wear it for now then.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
literally
but-
something just Devourer cultists have. It's a Devourer cultist upgrade where you take bloody Reaver skulls and trophies and adorn them all around your armor to intimidate others.
Okay, but now, Kiro, I hope you're aware that since we're about to attack in this temple, we're hoping to find the cultists. That if by accident we happen to shoot somebody who looks like a cultist, I mean, that's not our fault.
Not most.
Or if I need to, if the battle's going poorly, I can always join the cultist side.
That's a bit more believable. Yeah. Okay. That I can see happening.
Yeah.
He's
Jeez.
like, if the battle's
Oh my
going poorly, it's like,
God.
hey guys, remember me? I'm back.
Yeah, let's get them, guys. Let's get these intruders. Yeah, Christ, you're the only kind of person that would ever think of doing that. That is just.
Well, I weigh all my
Alright.
options. I put it in
Well,
the balance.
yeah,
and whatever
yeah.
comes out.
All right, Mo's going to listen into this door, but not really. He's just going to open it.
Did you want to search this room?
Yeah, we
No.
Greyhawk the room.
You can search it if you want.
All right, you Greyhawk the room. In doing so, you get slime all over your hands, your feet, your gear. You're just covered in slime, Rusty. Sorry.
I clean it all off. I don't care how long.
I say, Rusty, I can't have you walk around like that. And I use my token spell to clean him off. I got this spell.
Oh, I like this new character now. Suddenly, this is great. Oh,
You can use
fabulous.
that for
Oh,
the
man, Haruji,
weapons,
who?
too.
I don't even remember him.
Yeah.
You look around, and this appears to be what looks like maybe a break room in the northwest corner where you could sit and perhaps eat. There was an office where Hiroji was hiding. He recognizes that's an office. To the southeast, there's chairs and a desk. It obviously was a meeting room of some sort. I mean, you can tell that this was actually an office building of some sort, military grade weapons and armor. And yeah, this was actually a working environment. The slime covering everything was obviously the scavenger ooze just sort of secreting itself everywhere.
By the way, love that monster. A lot of fun. That's a
Yeah,
cool monster.
that was cool.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay, there is a doorway. What do you do with the door?
Open doorway.
All right, I cover you with my new dual crossbolter.
Right.
Very excited about that.
As I said
Ooh.
before, you guys were kind of like in the subfloor. So this is a stairwell that is going up.
Mo goes up.
Hey everyone, Steve here. So there we go, back to normal encounters. One of the things about this adventure is that because they were fighting these primitives with basic weapons that are archaic, they really were not much of a challenge. And it sort of gets you into a lull when you keep fighting these really easy enemies. But I tell you, this temple is no joke, and it's just going to get harder and harder and harder. So as I said before, I have no GMPC tip this week just because I'm in a bit of a rush to get this out to everyone. But I do have another winner. That's right. The person I called on last week actually never got in touch with me, so you never got your Amazon gift card. Sorry about that. But if the person I call this week gets in touch with me by episode 84, you will get a $50 gift certificate to Amazon, and then you can get, well, anything you want. So here we go. The winner is Russell Sinclair. So Russell, if you are listening, do get in contact with me in the next week, and you too can win a gift certificate to Amazon. And as I said, I'm going to be drawing out names until PaizoCon, so keep on listening. You might be able to win something. And also, don't forget, I said this in the beginning, but in case you missed it, I need people to play Abattoir 8 with me at PaizoCon. So if you are going to PaizoCon and you want to play Abattoir 8 with me on a live stream on the Paizo Twitch channel and do it in front of an audience, well, let me know. Just contact me on the Discord channel. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com. Let me know who you are. Let me know if you're interested, and I'll see what we can work out. I need 2 to 3 players to help me out. So some quick show notes. Don't forget, new podcast every Tuesday. Do subscribe to us on iTunes, Androids, and Spotify. I'm actually stunned how many people use Spotify. It's just growing like crazy. It's one of our most popular segments right now. If you listen on Spotify, let me know. I'd be curious to hear. Although I'm not surprised, because my daughter and pretty much every one of her friends spends their entire lives listening to Spotify, so I guess it makes sense. Do check out Jason's Talking Combat column every single Thursday. Do join the Roll for Combat Discord if you want to play some Starfinder and Pathfinder games. We just started a ton of games in the last week, and I have a feeling when Pathfinder version 2 comes out, there's going to be an absolute avalanche of games starting. So just go to discord.rollforcombat.com to join us and check it out. Also, don't forget, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Reddit. Do check out our Patreon. We got lots of cool things going up on there. And finally, do subscribe to us, because I have a couple of interviews coming up. And also, God only knows what I'm going to be releasing while I'm at PaizoCon. I am going to bring my recording equipment there, so I'll probably do some recording, maybe publish something here and there. We'll see. I actually don't have as busy of a schedule as I had last year. I kind of signed up for a couple things. Today was the deadline. I'll see what I did. All I did is I actually found anything that was run by a Paizo GM, and I just signed up for all of them. I didn't even really put in an order. Whatever I get. And those are probably my favorite GMs because, well, I know them, and I'm friendly with a lot of them, so it's fun just to have someone from Paizo GMing. And also, they're running some pretty crazy stuff. They're not even running like Starfinder or Pathfinder Society. They're running their own games, as well as some Pathfinder 2nd Edition, so I wanted to check all of that out. So once I get my schedule, I'll take a look and see what I got. But I think on Sunday and Monday I'm pretty free, so I might release some things on those days. Otherwise, I can't believe PaizoCon is in like 2.5 weeks. That came out of nowhere. Yikes. Got to get ready for this PaizoCon. Got to get all this recording equipment set up. Got to figure out how I'm going to be running this Abattoir 8. Get all the printouts, all the maps, everything, you name it. Got to get that all ready. Usually I only do that when I got to go to Gen Con, but now I got to do it for PaizoCon. Oh well, I will see and talk to you guys next week.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Starfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com or drop us a line at contact@rollforcombat.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember, being dead is no excuse for laying off adventuring.